So, I've been really burnt out on Injustice and MK and stuff lately, so this is a game I've kind of been playing in the off time. I'm really trying to complete it in its entirety, but I haven't really got there yet, so I'm still working on it, but I just wanted to show a level with one of the factions. There's 3 different factions you can play as. GDI, which is the, quote, good guys, and then the Nod, which are the, quote, bad guys, and then there's the Skrin, which are like aliens that don't really have a side that they're on. They're just kind of trying to take over everybody. So it's the lore to it. It's too long to explain here, but there is a section on this called Kane's Challenge where you can just kind of play a level. So I wanted to kind of show you that and just play one level and kind of explain how the game works for anyone that's interested in what I've pretty much lost my life to the last little while. So let's get into it here. So I've completed most of the challenges. As you can see, I click on a faction, it tells me about it.
Zocom. Short-sighted fools. Their fanatical devotion to driving Tiberium from the Earth renders them antithetical to all that Nod stands for, all that we are. Zocom are a blasphemy, a threat beyond even that of their taskmasters. Infiltrate them. Understand them. Only then can they be neutralized.
So that's Kane. He's like the main bad guy of the game. So he gives you a little rundown on each thing. So as you can see, I've completed all of these are different battles, and as you'll see, it takes you a while to complete one. So I'll honestly be shocked if anyone watches to the end of the video, but I just thought I'd make it just in case someone was interested. So right now I'm working on this faction here, and let's see what Mr. Kane has to say about it.
Ah, GDI. Most persistent of foes. They are but arrogant children, convinced of the rightness of their cause, monumental hubris blinding them to the truths I speak. Penetrate their self-aggrandizing facade. Learn their flaws, their weaknesses, their fears. Only then shall victory be assured.
Alright, so right now, this level's kind of difficult. They're all the same levels for all the challenges, it's just a different faction that you play. So we're trying to play against the Skrin, which are the aliens. So I'll turn the game volume down just a little bit because it can get a little bit loud at times. Hope that's okay, you can still hear my voice. I'll just kind of explain what I'm doing as I go through it. So this is your mobile construction yard. It's what you use to build everything. This is an RTS.
Yeah, we're ready.
So now we're going to actually move this over here. Now the reason we're moving this over here is because we have green Tiberium and we have blue Tiberium. Blue Tiberium isn't really in excess, but it does give you, basically this is your resources. So you need to refine this Tiberium in order to get money. We start with 10,000 Tiberium. If you look at the bottom left, you can see there's 2 bars there, and then you have our Tiberium number. So the 2 bars, one indicates how much power your base has, and the other indicates how many men you have. So now that
Let's
we're here,
up.
New construction options.
And there's kind of a tier that you have to build in. So I'm going to build a crane first, because a crane is going to allow me to have to be building 2 different things at once. So we'll have the crane building something, and then we'll have the mobile construction yard building something else.
Construction complete.
So next we need power and a refinery. So we're going to build a power plant and a refinery. So the mobile construction yard does build quite a bit faster than the crane.
Construction complete.
So we're going to put this kind of tucked away in the corner there.
New construction options.
We're going to build 2 refineries so we can get twice as much monies. Now, I've played this level before, so I kind of know where the threats and stuff are, so we're going to place this
New construction options.
And now that we have unlocked, or now that we've built the refinery, we have unlocked some other stuff we can build. So, once you have a refinery and a power plant, you can see here all these ones that are kind of faded, we can't build those yet. So we have barracks where we build our infantry, and a war factory where we build our vehicles. So we're going to build
Building.
infantry and vehicles.
Building. Construction complete.
Because we get attacked pretty quickly here. And
New construction options.
3 different types of
Training.
kind of battle units here. We got infantry, we got vehicles, and then
Missile squad ready for combat.
we got aerial. So like
Missile
flying
squad ready
shit.
for combat.
So I
Construction
know
complete.
that right off the bat we're gonna get attacked by some
Low power. New construction options. Building.
power plant. We're gonna build an APC.
Training.
We're gonna build 2 of them because they're good against flying stuff, and they can actually garrison
Construction
units,
complete.
which means units can sit inside of the
APC
APC.
ready for combat.
So not only do you have the attack of this unit, you get the attack of whoever's inside of it. So you can see the little
Enemy
shield
units
there.
sighted. Silos needed.
Pay attention.
APC ready for combat.
Get low.
Unit under attack.
There's the flying shit I was
Harvester
talking
under
about.
attack.
Coming in clear, Commander. Missile squad, move out.
So the infantry will die pretty quickly if you don't have them inside the APC. Obviously, you know, like real life, if you get shot by like an alien
Harvester
spaceship.
lost.
Oh, shit, I
Our
lost the
base is
harvester
under
already.
attack.
That's bad news bears. Let's build another one.
Training.
Build 2 more.
Unit promoted.
So you'll see this little circle around this place that I have highlighted. That will heal the units that are inside of that
Ready
circle.
when you are.
So we're
Hang
gonna
on.
move him back here to get healed.
Let's get to that tip
Now we
zone.
need to build a command post here in order to
Building.
unlock the rest of these buildings. So there's a couple different things. You need the power plant and the refinery. Then you need to build the command post. Then the last thing's the tech center. And then you get the 2 big things that we'll talk about kind of when
Let's
we
get to
there.
that tip zone.
So you can see in the bottom left,
Construction
there's that
complete.
green. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's a little white line that tells you how
New
much power you
construction
have.
options.
So now that we have the command post, we can update our power plants to get a little bit more power. And now we're going to build our tech center.
Building.
Now I know there's going to be some infantry units that come from here, so I'm going to build what's called a watchtower. Now you have different
Building.
base defenses, so this base defense is good against infantry. So I'm going to build a couple of them here.
Construction complete.
Because the infantry that come are actually pretty good at taking these things out.
Building.
And you have to move quick in this level because your
Construction
blue
complete.
Tiberium runs out pretty quick. You get started quick, but then you
Silos
kind
needed.
of falter quick. So
Training.
these are the anti-air vehicles. They don't have any sort of ground attack, but they're strong versus aircraft.
Construction
You can hover
complete.
over things to see what they're good against.
Enemy units sighted. Our base
Waiting
is
orders.
under attack.
There's more aerial attacks coming. Luckily, we're
New
more than
construction
prepared.
options. Unit under attack.
That's my slingshot. And you see my
Unit
guys
promoted.
are getting healed as they're taking damage. So
Ready to roll.
that's good. Now we have this guy here. So this is
Building.
this builds your super weapon. So every tier has a different super weapon. We have a reclamation hub that gives us a unit that you can fit 4 different infantry units into. So you can have it with either self-healing or anti-airs. Shit, those guys are moving from a different way.
Building. Our base is under
Personnel
attack.
carrier.
Take them out.
Move in on them.
I'm gonna lose this.
Repairing.
Try and repair it here real quick. But
Construction
probably
complete.
not gonna be worth it. Yeah, it's done. Start rebuilding another
Unit
one.
under attack. Unit lost.
Oh, I can't because I'm rebuilding my master.
Construction
That's
complete.
done. So, put that there.
Low power. New construction
Low
options.
power. Piece of shit.
Building.
Command post,
Building.
low power. So when you have low power, you'll see these things go black. So you have no base defenses, and you can't use the ones that are black. Obviously, you know,
Construction complete.
construction yard and stuff will not go black because that would cause you to pretty much
Construction
lose the game.
complete. Silos needed.
So
New
now I need to
construction
upgrade
options.
this. Increases the power output. Explained that already. And we're going to build our mothership, which is our
Training.
big guy. So that's this guy here. Strong versus, you can see it's strong versus everything. So you can take different infantry. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him
Training.
2 missile guys because they're going to be good against anti-airs, and 2 grenade guys because they're going to be good versus
Missile
buildings.
squad ready for combat.
I hope everyone's following this. I'm
Missile
trying to do my
squad
best
ready
to
for combat.
explain
Commander.
how this all works. So here's another interesting thing. You can see that this guy here has a little arrow. next to his health bar,
Enemy unit
that means that
sighted.
he's promoted to
Unit
the
under attack.
next level. And there are 3 different levels you can be. You have 1 arrow, then you have 2 arrows, and you have a star. When you have a star, you're at the
Unit
best.
promoted.
So that means that your unit can actually just heal
Grenade
itself
squad already.
when it's idle. So we should be having some more guys come through here any minute. We're doing a good job. We're running out of Tiberium though, as you can see. So there's another Tiberium field over here. And so there he is. So we're going to take our
Missile squad reporting.
All right,
guys and garrison them inside of here. So now not only do we have the attack of this guy, but we have the attacks of the other guys as well. So with him, we are going to build some mammoth tanks, which are one of the more heavy-duty utility vehicles. So they're going to go along with him because these guys, all of these guys by themselves, should be able to take out their base. And we're also going to start building a ion cannon.
Needed. Building.
So usually you can't attack anything that you cannot see. So you see their base over here, but since it's not lit up, usually you can't attack it. You can't send anything over there. The super weapon overrides this, and you can put it anywhere on the map, and it takes like a little circle and pretty much destroys everything in that little circle. So we're gonna build that as a backup plan, or to kind of protect these guys. Sometimes I use the super weapon to take down base
Tiberium
defenses.
field depleted. Enemy units sighted.
Uh-oh.
Our base is under
Bad
attack.
news bears. Oh, just those little shitty guys.
Unit promoted.
So now that our Tiberium field is depleted, I
under
actually should have done this
attack.
earlier.
Training.
So we're gonna do this now. We're gonna build an engineer. So an engineer is a unit
I got
that
their
doesn't
codes.
have any attacks.
I can figure
All
it
it
out.
does is used to steal
Am I
buildings.
covered?
So this building here, this big spike, it will give you a continuous
Construction
source
complete.
of income.
It won't be long.
So now he's going to go in there, and you can see it says plus 25, so that's plus 25 resources. Those guys. So we want to put this in a place that's hard for the opponent to destroy. Very close to running out of power. I don't really think I have much else to build
Building.
though. So I'm just going to build another power plant just in case.
Building captured.
There we go. So now we have the Tiberium spike, so we have a continuous source of
Construction complete.
income. So these guys are going to this Tiberium field, but they're not really protected, so if you lose all your harvesters, usually you lose the game. Because then
Enemy units
you're not
sighted.
getting any
Harvester
sort of...
under
Yeah,
attack.
see, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So we're going to send our slingshot over there
Eyes on the sky.
to take out these guys. And we should be able to. Our harvester's not going to make it. Shit.
Our
okay.
base is under
So
attack.
we're going to start building another harvester.
Training. Harvester lost. Unit under attack.
And that cuts down.
Unit promoted.
Here comes some shitty little infantry units. Didn't take us long to destroy their little building there, so that's good.
Let's get to that tip zone.
So there's our other harvester. And there are other, like, there's basically 3 different faction groups per faction. Sounds weird to say, but in one of the other
Repairing.
ones, there's actually where you can actually put like a missile unit, so the harvester has something to defend itself with. This particular one does not. So these guys move a little slow. And while you have this, it's technically just to build your super weapon.
Training.
You can also build other
Enemy unit
vehicles out of
sighted.
it too, so-
Training.
And then you'll see next to my, next to like where my Tiberium and stuff is, there's a little timer there. That's my super weapon that I have charged. That's
Tiberium
this
field
thing right here.
depleted.
Because it's so powerful, you have to wait for a timer in order to use it. So sometimes your opponent will start building one, and then it's like a timer war. You can stop the timer by killing all the power.
Combat vector engaged.
Insufficient funds.
Running low on money. Okay, so these guys have to make a huge dent in their base, or else we're in trouble.
Unit under
You see
attack.
why I kind of brought the mammoth tanks with me, to kind of give it a little bit more of an anti-air feeling to it. the thing with these guys is, even though
En route.
they're very good
Enemy
against
unit
vehicles and
sighted.
structures, because of the way that their weapons work, they're not the greatest against infantry, but usually they win, so... I'm just checking my base here. This guy
Ready to
needs
hunt.
some healing, so let's move him back closer
Scout
to
it out.
the vehicle place. Got our super weapon. Timer's going down. We got one of these guys. This guy's kind of guarding the
Unit
air
under
here.
attack.
He's almost at the highest level of promotion. No, he doesn't quite have the star there yet, but... So what's going on at my base here? All quiet on the
Enemy
western
unit
front
sighted.
so far.
Systems engaged.
So I'm going to put these guys, so we see this little tower here. That's a really good base defense. That will take these guys out pretty easily, and I also know that they have an aircraft field over here, which is what they're mainly attacking me with, so I'm going to go up and behind the base here.
Make some room.
It's not going to guarantee we're not going to get attacked. As you can see,
Unit
they
under
have
attack.
built their elite aircraft. They're firing at us. These guys need to move because that aircraft will kill them
Advising
quite
deployment
quickly.
vector.
If we start taking too much damage, this
Enemy
might turn
unit
into a
sighted.
suicide mission. There they are right there. So let's
Bringing in the big guns.
take this guy out. Okay, we can see both of them now, so we can attack both of them. The nice thing about this is they don't have that much as far as
Unit
lives go,
lost.
but they've already killed one of my mammoth tanks, so... And they're about
Unit
to kill the
under
second
attack.
one. Crap, okay.
Emitter array engaged.
If we can take out this guy, we'll be okay, I think. He won't kill my big guy, but he might kill the other mammoth tank. Okay, perfect. Okay, we got him. So let's continue. Now we only got 2 guys left. So we really can't risk too much damage here. Oh, they got another one. Crap. Okay. Now things are getting a little bit
Mission in progress.
more serious here.
Unit
Look
under
how much
attack.
damage that
Enemy
does.
unit sighted.
Watching my 6.
Sorry, man. I think he might be a sacrifice at this point.
Assault initiated.
Unit
Okay, so,
promoted.
okay, so he's promoted, so he does a little bit more damage now. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit more. There is a power plant hiding right here.
Enemy base sighted.
We can take out his... They got another one
Unit
too.
under
Oh,
attack.
this is bad news. Bad news there is.
Emitter array engaged. Reclamation in progress.
We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Definitely not gonna make it.
Enemy sighted.
Okay, well what we should do here, because we're gonna be dead anyways. Oh, I don't have time.
Unit
Now he's
lost.
dead. Shoot. Okay, so let's go back. What I'm going to do... Okay, so we have quite a few mammoth tanks built up now, and we made a little bit of a dent in their army, but we need to attack them right away. We can't give them a
Mammoth
chance
tank
to
assembled.
rebuild, or we'll be in big trouble. Like big trouble in Little China. So we got these guys up there. So as you saw with that last little exchange there, the reason those guys are so tough is because they can attack you from outside of your line of sight. So they can be attacking you and you can't even see them. So all of a sudden you'll like lose harvesters here before you even know what's attacking them. It's very annoying. So I'm going to stop building a mammoth tank.
On hold. Cancelled.
I'm going to
Training.
build one of these guys again. You can only have one of those at a time. Same with in here, you have a commando. Commando's an elite infantry. He can destroy structures in like one hit. They don't survive very well on their own though, so I don't use them that often. They're used a lot in the story mode, just kind of as a survival thing. And as you can see, we've got 1 minute here.
Mammoth.
Stupid mammoth tank. So I'm going to get all my mammoth tanks up in this corner here. Then I'm going to use my super weapon over here. No, you know what? I'm going to use it over here because I think they built more of these towers. I just can't see them yet. And that will allow my mammoth tanks to move in on their main base. without too much fear of getting hurt. This is their main unit that I want to destroy. This is basically their equivalent of our construction yard. So if you destroy this, they won't be able to rebuild anything, and that really slows it down. You can rebuild another one,
Assembly complete.
but
Training.
it does take a little bit of time, and they also need
Missile
their
squad ready for combat.
airfield to do it. So again, we're going to do the same
Coming
thing.
in clear, Commander. Missile squad ready for combat.
Missile squad,
Missile squad reporting.
and then Grenadier squad.
Ion cannon ready.
Our ion cannon is ready, so we don't want to use it until we're
Grenade
quite
squad all
ready to attack them.
What do you say? We're on
Because
it.
that's more time for them to rebuild before we get actually to the point
Insufficient
we want to get
funds.
to. Man, that'd be an awesome, like, what do you call it, general or some shit? I don't know. I'm pretty casual at this game. I play it on console. You know, all the serious guys would play it on
Grenade
PC.
squad all ready. Grenades ready? Right on.
Peerless.
Okay, so let's move this guy up here to these guys, and then we'll start attacking the base. So now the assholes that have, look at, oh my god, look at them.
Our
Okay,
base is
you know
under
what, we
attack.
have to make a change of plan here.
Let's
We
get
need
to
the
the
man
front.
tanks to attack
Roll
these
it.
guys. 'Cause they're going to get to our, they're going to destroy all of our,
Harvester under
Harvesters.
attack.
I can't afford that right now. I could use my super weapon on them, but I really don't want to do that. I don't know if my man tanks will make it in time. They're really freaking slow. There's another one of my harvesters gone. I have one harvester. One harvester.
Ready when you are.
These guys, basically, they're just,
Harvester lost.
these guys are a lost cause, I'm sorry, but
Unit under attack.
I now have no harvesters. If I build more, they'll just kill them. So let's build
Training.
a couple of these guys. We'll build 2 more just in case we can get rid of this threat.
What do you have?
But you saw how quickly they got rid of our
Move it up.
mammoth tanks. God damn, the damage is ridiculous. Okay, they're distracted. Distracted. There you go. Meat shields. Okay, we got this.
Close in.
This guy got promoted. You can see that on his next. Well, it might be hard for you to see, but it's right next to his life bar. Only the first level.
Unit under attack.
Oh, now he's got to the second level promotion. That's bad news. Right. We definitely need to focus on him first. If he gains another level, then we're pretty much fucked.
Insufficient funds.
The top level is OP. And this guy's pretty much dead. Okay.
Going in.
So we lost quite a few of our mana tanks, which sucks. Because they're going to help us with our attack on the base.
Systems engaged.
But if we can get all of these guys here, and then get our super move off, we should be in good spirits to win this. So I'm just gonna cut this part out because it's a little bit of waiting.
Enemy
So it's a
unit
little bit more
sighted.
action heavy.
Unit
Okay, so our units are almost in place here, and I am going to use a super ion cannon.
ion cannon activated.
As you can see, it will destroy. Look at all these defenses here. That's nuts. I'll get those all. Now we attack.
Systems engaged.
These guys are heavy duty. They can roll right over those dudes.
Unit lost.
You can see they're rebuilding already.
Unit under attack.
We've lost all our harvesters. We have no way of getting any money back. If we do not kill their base right now, we lose the game.
Combat vector engaged.
One mammoth tank down.
Bringing in the big guns.
Should get rid of the defenses first. As soon as we can get rid of them.
Combat vector engaged.
Oh no, they have one more. Oh no. That's really not what I need right now.
Assault initiated.
Unit under attack.
Take them out in these now.
Deploying armaments. Heavy firepower.
Unit
Taking out
promoted.
their tech. I can't build any more of those right now. This is bad. This is bad. We're not doing very good right now at all.
Take him out.
Our big guy got promoted, so that's good. I lost all my map, thanks. It's just me versus them. I should have loaded him up with 4 missile squads, is what I should have done.
Unit under attack.
I have a strategy if we don't make this happen. So now,
Take him out.
these guys are really hard to focus on because they move around so much. Kind of get nickel and dime to death by the little guys here. So if we can move close to my grenadiers now.
Enemy unit sighted.
We need to take this
Reclamation in
out.
progress.
We need to take this out.
Unit under attack. Unit lost.
Oh shit, okay. Okay. I have to sell one of these so
Structure sold.
I can finish building
Let's get to
a
that tip
harvester.
zone. Careful with this stuff.
Got some
Ready to
blue
load.
Tiberium back.
Tiberium exposure detected.
Destroyed a lot of their base, but we can win this, but this is gonna be hard. Like really hard. So I'm just gonna mine a little bit here and build a little bit, and then we'll be back in a second and I'll update you. This is one nice thing about the Marv that I kind of forgot about, that I don't really use that much because I don't really need to. If you drive it over
Make some room.
Tiberium, you can see he's collecting it like a harvester. And a lot of it.
Silos needed.
En route.
So even if all my harvesters get killed, as long as he's alive, I'll be alright. So far they've been attacking me with a bunch of little stuff because I destroy their tech center, which negates their ability to build bigger units. However, their main squeeze here is still alive, so they could be rebuilding. I have 18 seconds until I can use my super weapon again. So I'm going to use my super weapon over here in hopes that I hit their air attack or their aerial units. So 5. Okay, we're almost there. I've also armed my Marv
Ion cannon ready.
with 4 missile squads.
Reclamation in progress.
God, he's so derpy when it comes to movement. It's really frustrating.
Enemy unit sighted.
So again, we're going to get him in place first.
Unit
Now
under
that
attack.
we're- oh, what's happening over here? What? They have more of those guys?
Harvester
Eyes
under
on.
attack.
Attack
So they've rebuilt already, it looks like. So we really need to. Here's hoping.
Our
Use
base
our
is under attack.
superpower.
Ion cannon
There it is right
activated.
there. That's their air.
Unit promoted.
I don't know if that'll kill that though. Yes. That's huge. That's really,
Ready
really
to
huge.
deploy.
Enemy
Still
base
have
sighted.
whatever
Enemy unit sighted.
air they've already made. But this doesn't usually go this intense. Usually I get steamrolled or I steamroll. So this is actually the closest that I've actually really done in this game, or in this particular level. So I'm glad that this is the one that I wanted to record.
Harvester under attack.
So these are their harvesters. You can see the little aliens. Ooh, they've built a base down there. Okay, well,
Ready here. Yes, sir.
so let's start taking that out. Looks like they're sending their one big air unit back.
Enemy sighted. Revising deployment vector.
So if we can hit them in the wallet, they won't be able to really make much.
Unit under
Here's the
attack.
thing, if you don't give your... Oh, he's at a place I can't even get. If you don't make your units attack anything in particular, they'll always just attack a unit. But they won't attack a building unless you tell them. It's really annoying. Actually, we should have just run this first. Because if we die, then they can't rebuild. They didn't heal it at all. Interesting. There we go. So now they can't rebuild anything anymore.
Reclamation in progress.
They have a crane type system that we have too, but I don't see it.
Unit under attack.
Deploying armaments.
We're gonna lose our Mars here. That might not be a bad plan. Okay, blue type
Make some
air.
room.
Okay, so we'll let him do his thing, and we're gonna build an
Building.
air, our own air thing.
Size matters.
Silos needed.
Full power.
Construction complete.
Assault initiated.
He's busy over
Unit
there. Wait,
promoted.
now that we have... there we go.
Unit under attack.
We're going to
New
build some
construction
Firehawks,
options.
which are
Training.
the elite air unit, and we're also going to upgrade them. There's this one that has them that they can have more missiles with them, so we're going to do that, and there's this one where they can move faster, so we're going to do that.
Armor superiority.
Unit lost.
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention to this part. Now I've lost it. That's a
Ready
really
to
good
go.
Take him out, that'll be pretty huge.
Mark.
There's just a lot going on right now, so I apologize in
Adjusting
advance.
position.
I'm kind of all over the map.
Enemy
here.
sighted.
We're just going to
Advising
get a
deployment vector.
little bit more Tiberium here.
Unit under attack.
There we go. There's some money. There, look at the money.
Bringing in the big
So in
guns.
order to win the match, you have to kill every single structure that your opponent has.
Let's get to the front.
It's died. Whatever, it is what it is. So Firehawks are interesting.
We're clear.
They have these missiles, which they can use to shoot aerial units, or they have these missiles, which they can drop on
Firehawk, docked and
units.
ready.
But they can never have both at the same time.
Looking good.
So you have to choose whether you want to attack the ground or the air. At this point, we're going to attack
Unit
this
under
thing
attack.
first, because that's equivalent to our tech center. So we couldn't have built these guys without our tech center. So that's kind of why we're
Unit
trying to
lost.
destroy that. Sacrificed a few of them in the meantime. Just a ruthless dictator, so what do I know? Just try to
Size
win the war,
matters.
you know?
Watching
I don't know
my
if that's
six.
accurate or not, but I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It's kind of sad to me that no one will actually see like this far.
On my way. Take him out.
There you go. So you can see the beam is from the. So, okay. Now that we have a
Harvester
target,
lost.
I'm gonna check them out. Oh shit! Do I have any harvesters left? I don't. Spadden's bears. That's okay. We've kind of already won. There's a glitch where these guys like just fly off into the corner. It's really annoying. It's an old game. I think it came
Enemy
out like
unit
2008 or
sighted.
something.
Emitters charged.
So now we have to find the rest of their base. So I will just pass this part probably because it's going to take me a bit to just kind of wander around the field. So we'll be back in a moment. So I think what I'm going to do is
Reclamation
they
in progress.
have built this forward base over here. So I got a couple of these guys. I think I'm just going to wait. I ran out of money, but I used my reclamator to
I'll clear the way.
Firehawk, docked
to
and
get a
ready.
little bit more. Build our Firehawks. And I think I'm just going to wait and use my superpower on that. So we will be back in a minute and 30 seconds and see how that goes. So one part of the end game, this is a little bit tedious. So we're basically just trying to find
Acknowledged.
the end of like the rest of their buildings that are maybe hiding. So you can use your Firehawks to move around. I'm kind of find areas quickly where they might have put like a random
Enemy base
refinery
sighted.
or some shit. Oh, speaking of which, enemy base sighted. Where did we find it? Bam, we're going in. Right there. There's also this guy. We have to get rid of this guy.
Peerless.
Looks like we were
Unit under
trying
attack.
to start to build.
Ion cannon ready.
So let's use our ion cannon over here.
Ion cannon activated.
Should kill almost everything there, if not the guard now tanks. That is very satisfying.
Mammoth.
So what I did right there was I changed their stance to hit everything in sight instead of just units. Now they'll hit buildings and stuff too, but they'll hit literally everything. So you do have to be careful with that because sometimes they'll go off on a tangent. Start attacking random stuff. Let's have a little race
Size
to
matters.
see who can kill this guy first.
En route.
That guy.
Unit under attack.
Ready here.
Those little buzzers when random inside the building. So at this point we've already won. It's really just cleaning out the last little buildings. This was, yeah, like I mentioned, this was a pretty intense one actually. I didn't expect it to go as much that way as it did. We were in, then we were out, then we were in, then
Firehawk
we were
here.
out.
Hit the thrusters.
Come on, Firehawk. Who's gonna win? Here comes the Marv. You decide. And, oh, it's gonna be Firehawks, of course.
Enemy base sighted.
And down, is that the last one? Ooh, it's not. Okay, so they have another base somewhere else or something that I
Emitters
missed.
charged.
They sometimes build in the front here, so we're gonna move over there and see if we can take a look.
Sighted.
I think we found it. Oh, and he's destroyed it. Okay. Well, we won. Woo!
Accomplished.
So that was it. So, if you made it all the way here, which I'm pretty sure actually no one did, but if you did, please just leave me a little note, you know, just say, hey, I made it to the end of the video, and what's a phrase that you can only mutter if you made it this far? Quan Chi loves pickles. If I see you post in the comments that Quan Chi loves pickles, I will know you made it to the end of the video. Don't say anything else, just say Quan Chi loves pickles. Thanks for watching this, guys. I really enjoyed this game, and it was really fun to make a video on it. And yeah, it's not going to be like super formally edited or anything, so hopefully we will see you in the next one.